In this video, we're going over 3 different affordable drive pedals from Sonicake. We're going over the Rude Mouse, the Shark, and the Phasey Cream. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. My name's Merrow, and like I said in the intro, we're going over 3 different great sounding affordable pedals from the brand Sonicake. The Rude Mouse, the Shark, and the Phasey Cream. Let's go ahead and go over the signal chain really quick. We're using my Epiphone ES335, going into the Rude Mouse, and then into the Shark, and then into the Phasey Cream. From there, we're going out to the front of this Marshall style 50-watt JMP super lead combo. That's going into the aux, and you're hearing the line out from the aux. Let's go ahead and start with the Rude Mouse. Now, as the name suggests, we are looking at kind of like a Rat variant. We have 3 controls that are pretty familiar. If you know the Rat, you know these 3 controls. We have level, which makes it quieter or louder. In the middle here, we have the gain control, the distortion control. If we turn it down, we get, cleaner sounds. If we turn it up, we get more distorted sounds. So if we start at the minimum position, we're going to get a really clean sound, but we'll have to boost that up with the level control to make it, equal with our dry signal. But as you start to introduce more distortion, you're going to get a really loud signal. Next to the gain control, the drive control, on the right side here we have the filter control, and this operates similarly to a Rat pedal, meaning if you turn it down you get more high end, and so at the minimum we're going to get the most high end out of the pedal. And as we turn that filter control up, we're actually going to shave off more high end. We're going to get a darker sound. And so now let's go ahead and go on to the toggle switch in the middle of the pedal on the top here. It's a two-way position switch. In the top position, we have the classic mode, which we've been hearing thus far. On the bottom position, we have the hot mode. So what it does is, we'll hear it in a second, but when we turn into that hot mode, the pedal's gonna get a lot louder and a lot, it's gonna shave off a little bit of high end. It's just gonna get, hotter. It's gonna give more output volume, more drive. So let's hear how that sounds. Moving on to the Shark, we have the sound of a few different Marshall amps in a box. That's what the Shark is going for, that classic Marshall breakup sound. We have similar controls to the Rude Mouse. We have the level over here. You turn it down to get quieter sounds, you turn it up to get louder sounds. In the middle, we have the distortion control. Let's go ahead and hear that at minimum, and then we're gonna hear the gain range. So we'll go from minimum to maximum. As we increase that gain control, we're going to get more distortion, more saturation. You can hear there's a lot of gain on tap inside the Shark. And then over on the right side of the pedal, we have the tone control. This lets us, balance the lows with the highs. If we want a darker sound, we turn it down. And then from there, we can turn it up to get more brightness introduced. And now moving on, we have a toggle switch in the top middle of the pedal. That is a 3-position toggle switch to give us the different sound, the different response of 3 different eras of Marshall amp. We've been on the normal era, which I think is kind of like the 80s Marshall, you know, kind of like that guy right there. And in the middle position, we have modern, which gives us, you know, more distortion, a tighter response, more articulation. And then in the bottom position, we have vintage, which is the sound of more kind of like this one, which is, you know, a softer sound, a little bit less gain, a little bit more body, a little bit more attitude that way. So let's go ahead and keep the knob positions the same, but just toggle through those positions on this toggle switch. So here's the normal. Moving on, we have the Phasey Cream. The Phasey Cream is a fuzz pedal. It's a classic fuzz pedal. This is a take on the Big Muff circuit. So we have a very simple interface. We have 3 controls: level, of course, turn it down to get quieter sounds, turn it up to get louder sounds. In the middle, we have the fuzz control, so that lets us dial in how much fuzz we want in the circuit. And then on the right, we have the tone control. Let's go ahead and hear a low gain sound. So we're gonna turn the fuzz all the way down. And then, you know, like the other pedals, if you have the gain, the fuzz, the saturate, whatever the knob is called, the distortion knob, if you have it all the way down, you're typically going to have to compensate with that level control. But as soon as we turn that fuzz control up, it gets really loud. And now we've come to the tone control. With the tone control in the middle on these Big Muff style circuits, we kind of have a nice blend of lows and highs. If we turn the tone control down, we're gonna shift the emphasis of overall frequency. So we're gonna decrease the high end and emphasize the low end. If we turn it up past noon, we're gonna decrease the low end, emphasize more high end. thank you so much for tuning in. I would love to know in the comments below what you thought of these 3 pedals and which one, if not all of them, which ones would you put on your board, and let me know how you would use them, with lower gain settings, higher gain settings. Would you stack some into each other? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I want to send a huge thank you to these folks right over here, my executive producers for my Patreon page. They help support the channel. They help support my efforts, all across the internet, here on YouTube, over on Instagram, everything. Thank you so much. I appreciate all your support. If you'd like to learn how to support the channel, I'll leave a link in the description below, of course. Thank you so much. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're staying safe. I will see you in the next video.